I'm part of a listserv, and every day I get the notifications of physicians and nurses who die of this. And every day there are a couple of them in my inbox. I want to be in the war.
Emergency room doctor Terry Jodrey has been known to speak his mind.
I make sure people know that I'm in recovery. I'm very unhappy with the commercialism of medicine today.
Never one to shy away from a good protest.
Black Lives Matter!
By age 12,
I had a disabling injury.
he knew then
Making an explosive device.
what he knows now.
The care I received at the hands of these fantastic doctors, immediately I wanted to be who they were.
The hat on his head, one of many he's worn in his life, including World Health Organization physician, medical director, professor, father, husband, and paramedic.
I like taking care of patients. I spent the last half of the 1980s in the city of New York, all with but a few of my patients had AIDS, and they were all dying no matter what we did.
3.5 decades later, and another health crisis finds him back in NY as a volunteer,
I was very scared going to Queens the first time.
helping overwhelmed hospitals.
They're flying you in to replace people that gotten sick and in some cases had died.
Correct.
Less than 24 hours after this interview, he was in Mexico City volunteering.
And if I catch the Rona and die, you have my carte blanche authority to air this entire thing, particularly if there's any kind of like Zoom memorial thing. This should be the introductory.
Running into danger to help others out of it, risking all no matter what, doing what makes him who he is. After all, isn't that how it usually is with people on a mission?
Get down, boogie, oogie, oogie. Get down, boogie.
Dr. Terry Jodrey's warm laughter and quick smile are at once disarming and comforting. They let you off the hook of realizing that he's just one of many healthcare workers facing extreme and deadly conditions unlike any health crisis ever.
That conversation with your wife, she drops you off. What is that like?
She says, stay safe. She gives me a hug and a kiss, and she watches me walk. And then she goes home, and I'm pretty sure she cries.
Besides being beloved by so many students, patients, and people, he's also my friend of 15 years. When Terry spoke of the chance of dying in the midst of fighting COVID-19, it drove home the question, do we take those on the front lines for granted?
I remember being at work one day and 5 patients needed to be intubated and we were down to 1 vent.
I personally have had 6 intubated patients at one time.
You know, praying and hoping they'll pull through.
It's just like a body bag detail.
Make no mistake, healthcare workers are at great risk.
They're fighting a war here and they're losing.
They knowingly walk out of their front doors, leaving behind their loved ones.
This is really starting to take a toll on me.
People are risking their lives to take care of these people.
Here they're calling it the apocalypse. And this is what it looks like.
Particularly some of the things I've seen in social media where someone claims they have the inside scoop that this is all a hoax and we're intubating patients who don't need it. That makes me furious.
And not all of them make it back home.
The chief of Mercy Medical Center's critical care division died from COVID-19. Dr. Joseph Costa.
His partner and he had been together for 30 years. He was a beloved physician.
2 men also showing up in Terry's morning email inbox, Drs. Carlos and Jorge Vallejos. They were father and son. And remember what their governor, Ron DeSantis, said about COVID-19.
Wait 2 weeks, Florida's going to be next. Just like Italy, wait 2 weeks. Well, hell, we're 8 weeks away from that, and it hasn't happened.
If you don't want many more body bags, then you refrain from politicizing it.
The World WHO, World Health got it wrong.
Turns out the expert was right, and the most important politician in the world was wrong. Dead wrong.
1,100, 1,200 people a day are dying of this. And we have people who are absolutely not only in collusion with the viral enemy, they're on the virus's side.
Now we've all kind of resigned ourselves to this is what we do.